your server or instance is ready, it shows running. That means your server is running. And they gave a public IP address. That IP address will change if you are going to stop and restart your server. But if you are planning a permanent IP address, what you can do in the left hand side, you can go to Elastic IP. You can create a new IP and it will be permanent IP for you. Either you can use temporary IP or you can use permanent IP. For our case, I'm going to use permanent IP. That's why you will get some ideas. Click that one and allocate Elastic IP address and use Amazon pool of IPv4 address, allocate. Then you got a permanent IP address, but you have to associate this IP address with your instance. Go to action button on the top and click associate Elastic IP address and choose your running instance here. Okay, click associate. Once if it is associate, if you go up, if you click EC2 dashboard, if you click servers, your IP address is allocated. You see that this Elastic IP address 76 and your server IP address is .76. Okay, this is your IP address for your store. Later you can change your DNS entry on your domain, but this IP address will help you. Copy this one. If you click copy to clipboard and open a new page and type that IP address, then it will bring you to reset your initial password to access DevOps tool Jenkins. Here, click here to get the URL and reset the Jenkins admin password. Click that one. That is more important. It reset your initial password and it provided a Jenkins URL and your password is your instant ID. If you go to your console, you see this instant ID underneath. You have the instant ID, that is your password. Please make sure you keep that password on secure locations. Okay, for our case we put important key AWS underneath. Create a new file like a password, then open it and store it. Okay, your password will be differ. Okay, this is your password. If you go back here, this is your URL. Open that URL, that is your Jenkins DevOps tool URL. Open it. Then it will bring you user ID and password. Here user ID is admin. Sometime it will take a few minutes. Please wait for it. User ID is admin and the password is your instant ID. Please store this instant ID. If you restart your instant, you will get a different instant ID. Your password won't work. Okay, keep this password in some other file. Like for my case, I put it here. Keep that password and type it here. Normally, it is better to store this URL, all the information on your files for future reference. Okay, now Jenkins is logged in. Okay, if you want to change your password, you can change it at any times. Okay, if you go to people, if you go to admin, if you go to configure, you can change the password here, but in my case I'm not going to change it. You can change it like you can put your own password. That's the way that will be permanent. Again, you have to store your password on your password files. Like suppose if you are going to store it, If you are going to change it, you can change it. Please make sure you put password and confirm password properly. Okay, go to Jenkins. Now I'm going to show you how to install Magento 2 store in 10 minutes. Very simple installation. Go to simple Magento 2 installation, then click here. Here you have to understand, once if you open Jenkins, one simple Magento 2 installation, then you have to open 1_1 launch Magento 2 store. On the left hand side, you have to click build with parameter, because you are not familiar about Jenkins, then you cannot understand, but you have to click build with parameter. Okay, it will bring a parameter to install your Magento 2 stores. Store path is, you can put my store or your my store name, or you can put your my store, or you can put your store name. Okay, for my, I'm putting like a my store. Don't do any changes on the base URL. And store mode, if you are planning for a development, you can use developer. If you are planning for a test, you can use test. But if you are planning for production, use productions. Okay, I'm going to use productions. And there are two options, community and enterprise editions. Community edition is free. If you are planning for enterprise, choose enterprise. If you are choosing for community editions, choose community editions. For enterprise, you have to bring your own key, like a public key and private key. For community edition, you can use our key, or if you have your own key, you can use it. And here, this is a Magento 2 version. It will support the latest version. If you go to Google Magento 2 download, it will show you all the latest versions. Okay, here, like if you go to download, this is like a 2.3.5 P1, that is the latest version. Here I'm using that latest version, or 2.3 P1, I'm using latest version, or you can choose 2.3.5-P1. Tomorrow, if you see more version, you can use that version number. Tomorrow, if you see 2.3.6, you can type here 2.3.6. This should be a valid version, otherwise it will fail. Okay, if you don't know anything, choose latest, then it will bring the latest version from this website. Okay, don't do any changes on public key, private key. If the key is created under this website, you can use it. Otherwise, you can use default. And this is your database is going to create on local host. Don't do any changes. This is your database name for store. If you don't know anything, use the same database name. If you want a different name, you can type a different name. For my case, I'm going to keep as it is. This is your database user ID. This is your database password. Please change the password. That will help you, but note it down. If you don't know anything, use default one. This is a table prefix. All the database tables start with the MGT. If you need a different table prefix, you can use it. This is admin access. Normally your IP address / I put my admin. If you want a different name, you can use it, but you have to remember it. Okay. Then this is your time zone. If you are living Europe or Asia, choose right time zone. And currency, I am using USD. If you are using a different region or different country, use your currency code here. And language, I am using US. If you are in Europe, use your language. If you are in Asia, use your language. And this is your admin user ID and admin password. Put your own password. You can change it and click build. On the top, enable auto refresh. Then only it will show you your installation status. Okay, you can click here. You can click console output. Then the installation is started. It will take 5 to 7 minutes to install your store. Once this installation is done, you can open your store immediately. You can add your product and you can access your site immediately. I'm going to wait for 5 minutes. It will be ready.